Welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
It's a brisk night in the Midwest, but we've got football at Paycor Stadium in the Queen City of Cincinnati, Ohio. Tonight, it's on to Week 10 already. Hard to believe, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. On the visiting sideline, their head coach. His guys coming in, winning 3 of their last 4 games. His counterpart on the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys ready to feed off the energy in this building as they try to win one in front of the home crowd. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. It takes this near the 25, just a little past there. Call it the 26. Here come the Bengals now to take over. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost. Yeah. How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it, he saw the numbers we saw, he watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be, but early in this one, advantage defense.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
12 yards. And the Eagles, first down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
On the ground, this is Devon Achane. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, as the defense rallies quickly after the nice move. You see the numbers on the ground a week ago for Achane. 10 carries, 58 yards.
Well, obviously he didn't have a great deal of time between games, having to turn around on a short week and get ready for Thursday night football. But he said in pregame he was feeling pretty good and felt more recovered from last week's contest than he would have expected. Didn't seem to think this short week was going to affect him much as he chases a big performance here in prime time.
And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22.
That's good for the Eagles. First down.
Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they got the advantage.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Nick Scorton in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. Well, last game he had
working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Connecting over the middle with Downs. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
A gain of 8 yards. And it's
Here's Prescott.
And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down.
Miami Fairbairn on for the field goal. A 39-yard attempt.
Fairbairn able to put this one through. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive stalls out, but the field goal does get them the first points of the night.
And 3 points, not to be underestimated. How about this, right? You're on the road. You're under the lights. National television audience. This is not a dress rehearsal, partner. This is for real. And a pretty nice opening statement.
The Bengals offense, led by their running back, headed out for the second possession. As we take a look at the league leaders in receiving touchdowns, he is right up there amongst the best in the NFL.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they'll be looking to make amends for that first drive, which came to a rather abrupt ending.
Certainly did. And I remember going back to my notes before this game, and a lot of times when I scout a guy, I have a little second.
9 now. A short one here, caught by McBride.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
10 yards. And the Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
The Bengals at 4-5, a game under 500. And they've lost 3 straight here. And it kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak. And right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
They go play action here on first down.
And that one too wide and incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10.
Hicks there defensively.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Looking to throw.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away.
Back deep, Ray McLeod.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
4-4, their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wonder just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
Off the play fake, Prescott. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
Nick Scorton, his 2nd sack of the night.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to goes over here on the punt.
And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Another reason you're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
2nd and 9.
They'll look to throw.
Now he's going to step up and run.
Give him 9 yards on the scramble there, but it does leave him still a few inches shy with 3rd down looming. They'll go with the keeper. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And the Bengals first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Trey McBride, the target on that throw. But it's going to be second down. You look at this Eagle defense. They were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I came into this game eager to see how they would hold up in man coverage. And on that play, they held up quite well.
On fourth down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
And they are back to 500 on the year, got the win last weekend, and it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive.
And if you do have those hopes, 500 is not where you want to be at this point of the year. Now, we know they've battled through some rough patches this season, so it now comes down to how they're going to finish. Not out of it. Can't afford any more missteps, though.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
It's third down.
To throw is Prescott. In trouble, and he's taken down. Henry toe there to bring him down defensively. And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here first and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up second and 9.
They'll look to throw here.
That'll be taken in by Shaheed. Here is third down and 4.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up third and 4.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw.
That is incomplete.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And it's knocked away and incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
No surprise, they try to throw the ball on fourth down, but it gets batted down. They don't pick it up.
A little football 101. When you're going toward that quarterback, you see he's going to start to throw. Get your hands up,
Get
right?
your hands up, affect the hands up. When the ball gets to the receiver, moment of truth, knock it away.
Play action now, Prescott. And this is good. And he's got him again. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And that will skip out of bounds right at about the 18-yard line. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on fourth, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on fourth down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. This is Fant on the short completion. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
You look at this Eagle defense.
Right now they're ranked number 29 in the NFL against the pass, so fourth from the bottom charts.
With their lack of pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're top 10 unit against the people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league, so there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here. The offense on third down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4.
They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
First down.
On play action, they'll throw.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile.
And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
The 45-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Short one here, caught by McBride.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 34-yard line.
That's good for a Bengals first down.
They go back to the ground with Williams. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
So they need 2 yards here on third down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on third down conversions on this drive. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
Over the middle and complete to Shaheed. 2nd and 7 from the 20.
It's a pay up at 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Eagles' 20-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. Well, a methodical drive. This is turning out to be that time 9 yards, and the sticks move again.
That's another Bengals first down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Javonte Williams, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year.
And the Bengals have taken the lead.
finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL. A complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense.
And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Prescott to throw it.
Open man is Tucker.
His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
It's a gain of 8. And an Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
A run straight ahead with Achane.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second down at a yard.
Brings up second and a yard.
Now Prescott.
This taken in by Downs.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a first and 10 at the 46.
For the Eagles, first down.
Short throw caught by Pitts.
Completion was given up, and that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
The Bengals 42-yard line.
On play action, Prescott.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver.
Nick Scorton.
Able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? Well, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick enough? There are a few other factors that they have to look at to try and help out. But you're exactly right. It starts with the O-line.
The offense getting set again. We spotlight Javonte Williams, the running back.
He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend.
Here's second and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second.
He'll look to throw. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's good for the Bengals. First down. First and 10 at the 48.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Solid stiff arm.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line.
That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a first and 10 right at the 40. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up second and 1 at the 30-yard line.
Back to throw here.
Short one here, caught by McBride.
He'll be picked up before, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
That's another Bengals first down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Looking to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. He'll drop to throw. He gets this complete to Shaheed. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on third and long. They'll set up a throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on fourth down. Now back to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on fourth. Here's first and 10. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He'll find Shaheed out to the right. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great effort there. His fourth touchdown on the year. And they're able to add on to their advantage. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they'll have this all the way out to the 50-yard line. Excellent field position. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a first and 10. Over the middle, complete. That's Tucker. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. To throw is Prescott.
They set up the screen. H.N. has it.
Only 3 there on the screen at second down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Looking to throw. Prescott. This is caught.
Well, the Eagles are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
That's another Eagles first down. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Oh, nice job there putting the ball right in the doorstep of the goal line. Couldn't quite get in to pay dirt, but he got awfully close. Let's see if they can cash it in over the next couple of plays.
Here's Prescott. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Another shot from the 1 on second and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
Achane is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. So the late touchdown there, and that certainly changes things as we move toward halftime.
Yeah, and there's a potential for things to change even more because, remember,
They get the ball first to start the third quarter. So they could potentially double up here and take the lead. A great opportunity for them.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going deep for Brown. And that is incomplete.
So halftime is upon us on Thursday night primetime, and we go off to Orlando. And Scott Hansen for our halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. We're officially on to the second half of the season, Week 10. The playoff race starting to faintly take shape. Let's get into it. Our look around the NFL starts now. Down at Hard Rock Stadium, it's the Dolphins at home to take on the Jets in the AFC East. And it's C.J. Stroud. He's going to scramble here and take it in. 13 yards away, he houses it. And with that, time to take a look at what's still to come during what figures to be an interesting weekend in the National Football League. Meanwhile, in our game, it was a competitive, hard-hitting first half. We expect more of the same going forward as we send you back out to Brandon and Charles.
It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter.
Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
4 yards. That's good for an Eagles first down.
Now Achane on 1st and 10.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
51 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
First down. A gain of 12.
In motion, the tight end. They'll try to throw now. Prescott.
On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now for getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory.
He's across midfield with a 48-yard line. A 3-yard gain on
Prescott now.
brings up 3rd down.
And that is incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. Looking to put a drive together.
They'll hand this to Williams to start things out.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31.
From the 31, here's a 2nd and 8.
Back to throw.
A short one here, caught by McBride. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8.
A 1-yard pickup.
They'll set up to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away.
A 40-yard punt, no return.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Here's Prescott. And he comes back with one complete. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
It's a gain of 8. And it brings up 3rd down.
They'll run for it with Achane.
And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
A 5-yard gain on the play. 1st down.
Off the play fake, Prescott. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
Nick Scorton
in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22 and a half set in 2001. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Prescott. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Oh, what a juke into space.
inside the 20.
Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Devon Achane.
He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Eagles have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter.
Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now 17-14. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Bengals offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long.
The busy night continues for Williams. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
A short one here, caught by McBride.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Brings up 3rd and 10.
They'll drop the throw.
He'll try and do this himself.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball is squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
Devon Achane of the offense ready to go once again.
He's looking sharp here so far in the third quarter, Charles.
It appears that the halftime gave him a little bounce. Boy came out, springing his legs, little pep in his step. He's taking off and running really well in the third quarter.
Sometimes we talk about how guys don't want halftime to come. Some guys are happy when that break gets there.
You never know which way it's going to go. He's taking advantage of it in this one, though.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And at the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
And he stopped immediately there.
Now 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Prescott.
That complete to Downs. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing. Prescott. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 34-yard line. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion.
24-yard gain on the play. First down.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 35-yard line.
The slot man in motion right. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. Prescott yet again.
This one thrown underneath to Achane.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 16.
And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane.
He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Again, it's Achane.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
He was brought down at the
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it third down and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Prescott to throw it.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Now Kaimi Fairbairn for the field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do this thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And he's got a Bengals first down. His good running gets him to about the 44. 79 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 at the 50-yard line.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield.
To number 26. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 1.
They'll try and sneak it here.
And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
That's good for a Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime.
We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
It's a gain of 21 yards. That's another Bengals first down.
Now carry number 20 of the game. Here's Williams. And he'll get about 5 here, so take this down inside the 20-yard line.
Taken down at the 19-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw here. And he is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Gain of 8. That's another Bengals first down.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal. At the Eagles.
They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harper. And he will take it all in for a Bengals touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are an extra point away from going back on top here in the 4th. Gonzalez now to have the extra point. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Eagles offense and running back Devon Achane making their way back out. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. Play fake. Here's Prescott. A quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Now Prescott.
And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, but he's going to lead to 3rd down. A right where this set of downs started. They need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Prescott from the gun on third. He'll try and do this himself. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. He opted to go with his scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So here are the Bengals set to take over. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak on top so far with the football here, 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together.
Here's Williams to start the drive. And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of 22.
And the Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
45-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Just because you've got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. Like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away.
The Eagles offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, it's all been on display throughout.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Prescott off play action. He's going to float this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. A big play there for Philly. 45 yards.
At the 11-yard line.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of, and in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of, trying to engineer a 4th quarter comeback, and he gets a big one right there.
Had a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 7-yard line.
On play action, Prescott. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
Nick Scorton.
My goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance.
3rd down and 10.
To throw is Prescott.
Eagles are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So that, a definite deflator there on the interception.
Yeah, you work your way down the field thinking you're in position for a go-ahead score. But all it takes is one errant throw, and this one winds up a turnover.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here.
Another important fourth-quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
Both spinning away. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Bengals, first down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
Second down and 10.
And second and 10, he'll lift to throw again.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
And 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. Here's Cameron Johnston now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The visitors' offense and Dak Prescott getting ready to go once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Nice little juke. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 35.
Eagles, first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6.
Prescott.
He'll dump this off to Achane.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
To the air again, Prescott. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown.
Devon Achane.
Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50.
And the Eagles have taken a fourth-quarter lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead.
The Eagles will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And that helps. That gives them a 7-point lead. He hits the big target for the two-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
They begin the drive with Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
116 yards on the ground for him now as he's gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here of what could be their final drive.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Back to throw.
Now he'll tuck this and run.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Got him in. It's Brown.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll look to throw.
Gets this complete to Shaheed. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
He finds his man complete. That's Harper. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this. Back to throw.
Over the middle and complete to Shaheed. And the Bengals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
The Bengals 1st down.
He's back to throw. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Gonzalez to add the PAT. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So that drive in total 8 plays.
And the touchdown and PAT mean we are tied here in the final minute of play. This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Devon Achane of the offense ready to go once again.
On the other side, they've had trouble stopping him not only on the ground but through the air. He's hit the century mark running the ball. He's approaching that receiving it.
I'm starting to think, Brandon, we're going to have to start judging running backs by a little bit different standard. And we know the gold standard now is 1,000 yards running the football. I think we got to start looking at all-purpose yards, yards from scrimmage. That's probably a better measure of what you're getting from these backs because look at the game we're getting here. He's run it well, but overall his damage has been done catching it.
Yeah, and I'm curious to see if that will continue. And that one drops to the ground, incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds, 19 left.
To throw, Prescott. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
Here's Dak. The throw out wide going to be incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now Dak. They set up the screen. Achane has it.
The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Prescott. Here we go. This to avoid overtime.
And he bats it away and it falls down incomplete. And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
And here in overtime, a quick reminder, the game no longer ends following an offensive touchdown on the opening drive. Both sides will have the chance to possess the ball unless there's a defensive touchdown. In that case, the game will end right there. So it's the Eagles who will get the first chance to go down and find a winner as they'll get it here, and we are back underway. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
And out now come the Eagles.
They have fought hard to reach this point. They've got the ball first. Remember, though, even if they score, it would quiet this crowd, but it doesn't end the game. But a chance to put a solid drive together here and at least get 3 and hopefully for them a touchdown. This to the sideline and over everybody. Incomplete. No flags forthcoming, though. Maybe a break there. That looked like a clear throwaway to me.
Prescott to throw it.
This taken in by Downs.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
And it's 3rd down.
Here's Prescott. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Good coverage that time by Sean Bunning. Here's Bradley Pena now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. And taken right on the 30. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Bengals set to take over. Well, their defense did the job, got off the field without giving up any points. And now, Charles, all they need here is a field goal and they get the victory.
Yeah, and this is the way I love overtime. I'm one of those really, really old school guys that like sudden death right from the beginning. Well, we've got it now because any points wins the game. On defense, get a safety, a pick 6, fumble return, you can win it as well. So I'm really looking forward to this series and see how both sides play it.
Next score wins, but remember, this will be a tie if the period ends with no scoring as they work on 2nd down. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 136 yards rushing for him now as he was just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory.
He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I loved one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
2nd and 15.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this works out well as it'll kick out of bounds at the 11-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
This is a pretty rare situation here, Charles. You get in overtime, neither team coming through with even a field goal on their first drive. So now, sudden death with the time remaining. Next score wins.
And now I would say that going at it might be a little bit easier for both teams now because they've eased into overtime. That first series, boy, everything on the line then. Now you've seen what a defense is throwing at you. You can make some adjustments, and all you need is 3 points to win it.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. He's got it in. Complete.
Now he's into the clear again.
And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. As the fans exit back out through the turnstiles, not happy looks on their faces. Feel like they probably let this one slip away at home in overtime.
I would agree with that, and their unhappiness hurts the guys at concession stands on the way out, right? Not stopping to buy something for the kids. They just want to get home. But what a dramatic way to finish this bad boy off. I mean, this game was dramatic all the way through. That's why we got to overtime. And then to go ahead and finish it this way, the fans streaming out unhappy. But the team that came in here and won this one on the road, they sprinted to their locker room.
And speaking of buying things, dinner on you tonight, Davis.
I kind of figured that was coming.
So for Philadelphia, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.